Right then, here we are with another one. Looking in the comments section of recent videos, people are asking me to explain the process and why I do certain things in certain ways relating to the bodywork. So during this video, I will attempt to explain the way I see the process at each stage, excluding the wheels and arch liners. But before all that, and while we look at the embarrassing condition of this car, I have to say I was blown away by the number of views, new subscribers and support in the comments from the Toyota Part 2 video. I started doing these videos back end of last year with a small trickle of views, but in just 20 days of uploading the Part 2 video we had over 50,000 views and was entered into the YouTube Partner Program. So it is a really massive thanks to everyone, and if you haven't seen that video then I'll put a link in the top corner so that you can check that out. There will be more content like that mouldy Toyota to come. Watch this space, and if you stay to the end, I'll let you know how you can grab a discount code on future Fixate products. Or you could just fast forward to the end now. I'd never know. Okay, so what are we trying to achieve and how do we make that happen? Well, in simple terms, we want as much light to pass through the clear coat as possible, hit the paint and be reflected back. So if we leave anything on the surface, it'll block some of the light entering the clear coat and block some of the returning light, leading to reduced reflections. We've absorbed some of the light rather than reflecting it. Here's how I work through the process to get the best possible effect in the minimum number of steps. Now obviously there is a whole world of paint correction and polishing techniques employed by detailers, and I'm not going to touch on that because I have little or no experience in those processes. This is a guide through the way that I do things as the average guy, using simple techniques and reasonably priced products. Okay, let's talk about filling buckets. Fixate Car Care is all about products that either help you get better results or save you time before, during and after the wash. We have quite high water pressure here, but even so, each one of these buckets will take about 1 minute 20 seconds to fill. Normally I'd be stood here for 4 minutes. I'd rather be doing something else like prepping the pump sprayer and applying the wheel cleaner. The AutoValve Pro allows you to turn a standard bucket into a smart bucket where the water will automatically stop when it's full and it starts again when you lift it out ready for the next one. They've given me some discount codes, so watch to the end to find out how you can get hold of one. start by thoroughly rinsing the vehicle to dislodge any heavy deposits. However, be aware of the illusion. While the wet panels may appear relatively clean, if left to dry you'd be able to see more stubborn smaller dirt particles clinging to the surface. Any contact at this point would likely damage the surface. So the next step is the snow foam application. The snow foam actively breaks up and lifts the smaller particles and at the same time lubricates the surface, allowing them to slide off more easily. If you're in the market for a new foam cannon, I've been doing some testing and will share my findings soon, so I should be able to save you some money by not buying the underperformers. At this point, it's tempting to think that you can dive in with detail brushes and wash mitts, but despite the foam's lifting action, particles remain suspended within it, so the last thing you want to do is start brushing or pushing those particles across the car's surface. So before mitts and brushes, we need another really thorough rinse to help carry away the snow foam and the particles from the freshly lubricated surfaces. After that rinse, it's as safe as it can be to make contact with the car's surface. There is likely still a lot of really small particles left on the surface, so it's essential that your wash mitt is as well lubricated as possible. For that, you'll need a good quality foaming shampoo. We're not looking for products with high wax content, we'll get to that stage. So when you're shopping for car shampoo, you should be looking for products that mention surfactants in the ingredients. It's really just a fancy word for lubricant. So starting top down and not touching any of the rear of the car until the end, we keep going between our wash bucket and the car, but also making good use of the rinse bucket to remove those small particles the wash mitt picks up from the car. So we're rinse bucket, car, rinse bucket, wash bucket, and so on. When you pour out these buckets at the end, you will see the difference between the rinse water and the wash water. Now that we've shampooed and rinsed the entire car, if you want to go in with the detail brushes, it's safe to do so, but I would recommend using some more snow foam with a pump sprayer to ensure that you have plenty of lubrication. I like to pour the leftover solution from the foam cannon into the pump sprayer and top up with a bit of water. Now we get to the crucial stage, drying. This is where you will make or break the end result. Remember, we want as much light to pass through the clear coat as possible. At this point, the most likely thing we could leave behind would be watermarks. So it's the drying process where we can make all the difference and achieve that perfect finish. You will need 4 things. First thing, the car to be wet. Some of it may have dried while you were getting organised. Sounds strange when we want to remove the water, but if any of it has dried, it will have left watermarks on the surface. Just give it a quick blast at a distance with the jet wash. Second, a good quality lint-free microfiber. Third, a glass cleaning cloth used not just on glass but also on all painted surfaces. Fourth, a lubricator, preferably one that has carnauba wax. This will help fill microscopic scratches, which flattens out the surface and helps the light pass without refraction. And an optional 5th item, if your budget will stretch to it, get yourself a powerful air blower because there will always be water trapped between the seals and especially in the wing mirrors. Starting with the lubricating wax, spray on sparingly. I always use way too much, just can't help myself. You don't need it on every inch of every surface because the microfiber will spread this around for you nicely. So using that microfiber, don't be afraid to get stuck in. We've been meticulous, so there really shouldn't be any contaminants that will come loose and damage the finish. At this point, we're spreading the wax and removing the bulk of the water. Once you've covered an area, quickly follow with a glass cleaning cloth and light pressure. This is the key stage as it leaves such a small trace amount of moisture that it evaporates almost instantly, allowing the light to pass in both directions, giving that showroom finish. And there you have it, the simple man's guide to achieve the best possible finish with the fewest possible steps and reasonably priced products. On that note, as a product designer, I'm working with the channel's main sponsor, aka the channel's only sponsor, Fix8 Car Care, to bring you new car cleaning products, and we've got some big releases coming next month, or depending on when you're watching this, they may already be released. So head over to fix8carcare.com to see what's new. That'll help you get better results and save you time before, during and after the wash. Also, if you send a message from the website saying that you've watched this video, I'll make sure they send you a discount code. All that's left is to add the tyre black and then stand back and admire.
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want.
If you've enjoyed this content, you can communicate that to me by hitting the like button below. Your like not only lets me know that I'm on the right track, but also signals to YouTube that this video is worth recommending to others. Positive vibes and feedback is always welcome. Feel free to hit the subscribe button here, comment and share your thoughts. Thank you for being part of this journey, and most importantly, have an awesome day. See you next time.